Hi, welcome to Granny Annie Creates. Today I'm going to show you how to work in your ends so you don't need to sew or weave them in after you've finished. So it's quite nice. It works on some crochet projects, not all of them. So today I'm going to show you how to weave in your ends, making a granny square. So we're going to just tie the yarn to the hook and chain 6. There are other granny square tutorials on my channel, so if this one's a bit fast for you, check them out. This one I'm going a bit faster because it's to do with how to weave in the ends rather than how to make a granny square. So yeah, if you want to check out my other tutorials on the granny square, that'd be great. So we're chaining 6 and we are slip stitching to form a ring. Then we're going to work into the ring, and this is where we're going to weave the ends in as well. So we're going to hold the circle and the end, and we're going to work around bringing the yarn so it's bringing those two together. And before we do that, we need a wrap around first because we're doing the double stitch. So wrap around and in, and as I say, we're bringing the yarn around the end and the circle, and we're just working our double off, and then we're gonna keep going around our circle, holding that end. Can you see it's becoming part of the work? So eventually we won't see an end, we'll just see a lovely granny square. So I'm going to chain 1 for the corner and then going in, making sure I've got that yarn and the work together. Bring the yarn back and work my double crochet off, and then again just making sure that that end is worked in to the other under the crochet stitch, and that's how you work your end in. If there's a little bit left at the end, you will just chop the end off, and because it's in all of these stitches it won't come apart. So I'll continue around on the granny square, and then I'll show you again on the change of colour how to weave in your ends. So I've completed my granny square round, and the starting end was worked in on the round. This little end is at the end of the round. So we're going to tie on our new colour onto that corner, and then we'll have 2 ends to work in to our work. And it's great, it just saves all of the sewing in the ends later. So just tie it on with a double knot, and then bring the yarn into play. Give yourself a chain of 2. As I say, the actual granny square tutorial is better on my other one. This is about weaving in ends. So we're going to do a double crochet here, and another double, and we're just holding those ends close to the work as we did on the last one. So 1 more double there, chain for the corner, and then 3 more doubles, and we're just holding both of those bits of yarn against, can you see that? Both of those bits of yarn against the work, so when we go in and bring the yarn back with us, those bits of yarn are being worked into our stitch. Oh, I've forgotten to around first. It's because I'm concentrating on showing you how to weave your ends in. So yeah, double crochet, wrap around first, bring that to the forefront and work it off in 2 lots of 2. And as you can see, our ends are going into the stitch. So at the end of our crocheting, we won't have any ends to sew in. They'll all be worked in. So for this next bit, we're going to bring the yarn, the ends, onto the corner there. We're going to bring the yarn into that corner and make sure that the yarn that we're working is catching those ends. And then we're going to work it off. As a double crochet. And then you can see that our ends are being worked in to our work. And when we come to the next row up, we'll pick them up and cover them with the next colour. So although they're there at the moment, when you do your next round, you just do your stitches over those two and it hides that bit. So it will then look like that. And that is how you work your granny square without having to sew in all your ends at the end. You're welcome. Hi, if you're liking my content today, it'd be great if you could hit the like button, share and subscribe. This will help other people find my channel and I really appreciate it. And if you want to connect further with me and in my crochet world, click the comment section below and there'll be links to my free ebook on beginner crochet stitches, my patterns and tons of other stuff to help you with your crochet, knitting and sewing. Thanks for watching.